Well, good afternoon everybody. Welcome back to Simulations for the Nation and welcome back along to Oakfield Farm while we are just looping the fence around here. Lovely job. And as you can see, we are looking down on the stunning valley here of Oakfield Farm. We are in the new land that we picked up not too long ago, drilling some spring barley today. This is the first time we're in this field in a kind of a severe, meaningful capacity. We worked it over once, but it's quite light, so it didn't need any extra work down. So I thought, whilst the weather was dry, we'll jump in and we'll get this drilled. So we've got the majority done so far. We've been around the trees, and we're just getting the last of this all buttoned up really before we get into the headland. And we'll be done probably within inside the next hour really, which is probably just as good because I've got a lorry coming for some winter barley as it goes. So we're going to be clearing out some of our stores today, which is great news because that means payday is coming and we'll be able to cash in and get a little bit more money in the coffers really, which is always nice. But yeah, ultimately everything's going down very well. I'm loving having the big Fendt 1050 on the drill. It pulls it without even knowing it's there, really. And it makes for a very nice, simple and quick job. And we'll just spin around again. There we go. Don't get too close into the hedge. That's lovely. And we'll get the GPS back in line and we're away again. So how you all doing? Hope you're doing very well today. I hope you're having as much success with this lovely sun that's beaming down as I am. Really being able to crack on of late and get some good progress. Fields are all drying up suitably, so we're able to get in there and do a lot of work with dressing the fields as well. So a lot of fertilizer going down, a lot of spray still going on as well, which is great. And yeah, this rate, I can't see it being too long until we're back on the silage again, which seems quite incredible to think of. But yeah, looking forward to it really. It should be nice to finally get in there and refill one of the pits up again. I am actually thinking of doing some whole crop next year as well, just for something a little bit different for the cattle's benefit, but we'll have to see when we get close to that. But yeah, so far we've probably got, like I say, about another half an hour to do at best now actually, I would say, including the headlands. We're really motoring through here. But what we'll do is we'll get this all finished up and then we'll come back to you when we're buttoning up the field. Okie dokie, welcome back folks. We are kicking along nicely now. We're just on the third headland here. We're putting the tram line in now actually. And then there might just be a little bit more buttoning up to do along this side here, where we had to kind of do a few little odd laps around the tree island in the middle. That being said, it should kick in nicely. What we're going to do is just loop around there. We'll come back and we'll catch that. We want to keep it kind of nice and we want to keep that a little bit pushed out from the hedge line there, just so we don't catch it with the spray boom. But other than that, it's looking quite good. It's very impressed with how it's drilled in actually. There's no damp or sticky spots on this field at all, which is always a pleasure. Always makes everything that bit easier when we're drilling. Kick that up there. And what we will do is we'll just spin it around and catch that a little bit there as well. That's perfect. Let's just kick up our proceed again. That's ideal. Okie dokie. And then with this headland, this is the last of the drilling for this spring. We are done. Didn't have much to do this year, but yeah, we're all done. It's all in the books, which is fantastic news. Very, very happy with that. I'm very happy to get it done. We've got a little bit of cover crop to put in, but it's not going to take too long, truth be told. And yeah, we'll just do that with the John Deere on the kind of hybrid cultivator. And then after that, we can look forward to getting on the field work really, which should be nice. Today we are drilling a variety of spring barley called LG Tomahawk. Now LG Tomahawk is a kind of a new variety of spring barley from our company HDB. They're our kind of agronomists and our seed distribution providers. So we're trying this is a malting barley, so all being well, if the weather conditions are right and we get a good crop, we can expect this to go towards making beer in the future, which would be good. As always though, if we get a bad year for whatever reason or a bad harvest and we're not able to get it in time, then it will just go towards animal feed in the end. But we can always hope that that's not going to be the case. As you can see, as we start along here, we are kind of tying all the loose ends in. Bringing everything along nicely. We might have to do, like, say, one more pass at the far end there, but that's nothing too severe. We can work our way around that. And then, yeah, it'd be nice to get ourselves back down to the yard after this, and be able to go and take care of, or empty some of the grain silos out, actually. All of our grain was put through the dryer, so it's all nice and dry, but there are sections that just need to be tickled over once more. Sections where, well, there's a few ton at the bottom of one of the silos that I think I might put through just to dry it through there, but the spring barley and the winter barley we're going to get rid of today is pretty good. Now, all being well, by the time we get back down to the yard, we should, I think, have a lorry there waiting for us, actually, which would be nice. I'm just going to knock this off. We're going to just hover along the side of the field here so as not to cause any damage. But yeah, this is about 20, what was this, just over 20 acres here, all wrapped up. Didn't take us too long to do. Nice to get it all in the bag, really, must say. So we'll look forward to seeing how this grows. Hopefully we get some nice, a little bit of rain just to kick this off, and then some good weather after that. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm confident we should be doing quite well here. But what we'll do, we'll just cruise our way back down here and see how it's looking. And I'll finish up these rough few little patches here, and then we'll fold this up and we'll get out of here. Okay, just like that, folks, we are good to get out of here. Driller's all folded up. It's going to be due for a wash when we get down to the yard there. We'll have to empty the seed out as well, but that can all be done pretty quickly, and then we'll get this put away in the shed again for the summer. I would expect that it's not going to be too long till we need to get it back out, actually, truth be told. Probably be bringing this out for the winter oilseed rape in August, really, so not that far away at all. But definitely like to keep it on this Fendt moving forward. I just enjoy this tractor more than I do the New Holland, so we'll be keeping it on here for sure. But for now, let's just get ourselves back down to the yard. This is a tricky hedgerow to see out of, though, I must say. Excellent. Didn't even need the front weight on here for any further grip. This just managed it perfectly, which is ideal. And away we go. Lovely stuff. As you can see, the rest of our rape is really kicking on there. It's looking very nice and healthy, actually. Grass is starting to grow now as well. We've put some extra nitrogen on there of late, so it's getting a bit of a kick through. At this rate, though, it's going to be looking at least a good 3-4 weeks before we'll come in to cut any silage. It does really need a good boost. But we'll keep an eye on that. We'll see how it looks over the next few days. I would think we got some rain on the horizon. Never want too much of it, but a little bit wouldn't hurt, if I'm honest. Okay, nice and quiet today as well, which is handy, because this is a bit of a brute to take on the road. Just zip it around there. That's lovely stuff. Excellent. And we will take this back on up to the yard. Well, hopefully we'll see if there's anyone waiting for us for a load of grain. Alrighty guys, so I think I just saw a couple of flashing lights as I was pulling in here, which would indicate there is our haulier. I don't think he's got enough flashing lights on his cab there somehow. I think he needs a few more. just slow ourselves down. That's lovely. Grand. So we'll go and park this up for now, and then we can always wash this down later on. Main thing to do today is get that loaded up. So we'll just stop this here. That's fine. Alright, let's go and jump on into our JCB, I suppose. If needs be as well, we're going to cart the last of the barley away. If we don't get all the remains of it into this trailer, we'll dump it into our trailer actually, I think, and we'll get it taken away that way. But we'll load up all of this first and see what we're looking like. There's still some in the silos as well, so we'll see how we're getting on. Get that shut. Perfect. Could have done with parking a little bit further away actually, it's a touch close, but we managed it. Back in the day when we used to do this, long before we had telescopic loaders, I used to have a little ramp because I just could not get my old loader on the front of the tractor just didn't have enough height to get up to the side of the lorries, but not to worry. Not to worry, these days we are in slightly different times. And it'd be nice to get these sheds cleared out again. It's just a nice feeling to have all the grain out of your own kind of possession, really. Someone else can look after it then. As long as the check comes through, we're always happy. So what we might do at this stage as well is try and get a few camera angles in here, get some GoPro set up, and see if we can get a little bit of a time lapse of this and see what happens. Okay, we're getting there. As you can currently see, I think we're on 33,000 pounds. I think that is. No, 33,000 litres, that is. So I think we're only about halfway full, actually. Only a little bit left in here. Not a great deal, but we are getting there. What we'll have to do then, I think, judging on how this is going, is just move the tractor back and we'll just fill it up from the silo for the rest of this, and then we're golden. Now we did send, as we always do, we sent a sample of this away to our distributor. Tests have come back saying it is of high enough, sufficient grade. Oh, get down there. it is of a sufficient grade that they can sell it as malting barley, which is fantastic news. In order for it to be deemed acceptable, it has to have a sufficient level of proteins. It has to be of a sufficient moisture content. We'll get past my door there. Oof, that's tight. Yeah, we've been fortunate enough to have reached both of those categories, really. And I think we'll just get this last bit tied up in one bucket load. And then that's one half of the grain store clear. Oh, perhaps not. Perhaps there's going to be another bucket load as well. We can see the electronic weigh scales on the truck there. Allows the driver to get a good idea of what's on board so he doesn't go over any of his limits. When drivers do breach any of their weight restrictions and their weight limits, it can be a very expensive fine for them. Very expensive. And if it's multiple offences, then it can, I think, lead to their removal of their licenses for certain goods. So that's obviously not something they want to do. There we go. Excellent, so that is that done. We just need to move the New Holland out of the way, get this truck to back in, and we'll get it full and get it shipped out of here. Alright, so that is filling up nicely, as you can see. So the grain is being pumped out of bin number 2 here. It goes up into the auger into the top, into the kind of feeding section at the very top there, and then down the pipe here. As you can see, there's a nice bit of dust coming off, so it's nice and dry. And it looks like he is done there, so we'll get him out of the way and get the paperwork signed off for very shortly. At this stage though, I would just like to thank you, each and every one of you new subscribers, for joining Simulation for the Nation. I do hope you are enjoying everything you've seen so far. If you are new, please don't forget to smash that like button, but also drop a comment down below. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you're getting up to. And if you're on Oakfield, if you're a neighbour of mine, what you're getting up to on Oakfield as well. But until next time, we shall see you very soon, as we're going to be getting back onto the land with some more fertiliser and getting everything growing nicely in this great British sunshine. So until we see you again, do take care, enjoy what you're doing, but most importantly, as always, happy farming.